One of the best ways to maximise your experience is doing more than just putting it as a line on your CV to say that you interned somewhere. You need to put all the material that you've produced onto a website and to actually link to those examples. So employers can see that you didn't just intern, that you actually interviewed the President of the Philippines, or that you wrote a double-page spread on an issue in Japan. Those kinds of concrete examples are really important for employers here in Australia, and they will lead you on to other jobs, not just here in Australia, but in other places around the world.
I have an online portfolio which I attach to my resume so they could sort of gauge what sort of writing I'm used to and what I could offer them.
I always, jot down everything I get that goes out on the wire or gets published, and then, when I get the time, I kind of look back and go, oh, what's the good stuff, what's the best piece from that? And then I am very selective about what I do put on my website with a bunch of factors in mind about what audience I'm trying to attract and stuff.
As an employer, I would look for an international internship experience because it will let me know that the student has been able to work in different conditions, in conditions which are outside of their comfort zone, that they have been able to adapt to a new work environment and different work colleagues, perhaps from different cultural backgrounds.
It's good too, working there, because you can freelance, you're allowed to freelance. So while working, always keep in mind that. And contact as many international news organizations just to make contact and pitch to them. Another thing, it's important to pitch, to know how to pitch. It's not complicated, it has to be concise, that's all. Very short and very simple, and just why it's a story, not a subject, why it's a story.
Just having that on your CV, especially in the early stages of your career when you don't have that much journalism on your CV, it shows that you've taken initiative, shows that you've gone somewhere else. Especially, I think, when you're there, you actually have to take advantage of it as well. So you need to get good stories written, so you have good clips that you can show. So not just that you went to Indonesia, that's not enough. You have to have gone there and really done your best while you were there. I mean, a few of us, while we were there, we were freelancing for Australian media on the side, pitching stories. I mean, why not? You're there, you might as well, try your best. So, I think if you make the most of it, it can be really helpful.
It's not so much of a direct link to say this got to that, but I have a resume that has a lot of things on it, including international internships, and I think that's definitely looked on favourably.
Even now, when I apply for new jobs, the fact that I have that experience on my CV, A, shows that I've worked at a high-level news agency, and B, shows that I have experience in Indonesia, which is becoming increasingly important, especially if you're a journalist that wants to cover Asia. Indonesia is a big story, so it's definitely helping me still.
So I did like a 2-month internship, and then they gave me a job. I had to go back to Australia for something after 2 months, and then kept hassling my boss, like hassling for a job, and he gave me a job because it was exactly what I wanted to do, and it was exactly what I wanted to get out of the internship. And the internship was exactly what I wanted to get out of the course.